the fence.
Oh,
and a goal. Walking in front of him, he's inside the 10.
Oh, blocked from behind.
Cut off the blast, but no problem at all.
Fifth, one for the cradle.
Got locked up. One guy that's got an angle on it, and he cuts back on it. Dead ball! And Cravat couldn't grab a
He's
ball.
fly to right field against the wind. It's out of here.
Buries it, we're tied at 19.
Hello and welcome to Mason Field here at Mason High School. We're pleased to bring you this great matchup today between the Mason Comets and the Fairfield Indians. I'm Colin Ekefee alongside my partner Trent Holland. Trent, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Colin. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Trent, what have we seen from the Comets coming in this game? I mean, just came off a huge win against Lebanon.
Yeah, obviously a huge win against Lebanon. They beat us in the playoffs last year. But we came out, and it was actually the Reds showcase event for high school, and we beat them 4-2, so really big win for us there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the Comet team isn't missing going up against Tara Trainer, that Indiana commit. Now, I know she just had a big save again in their last game. I think they took down Ohio State or something like that, so she's doing great things over at the Big Ten school, Indiana. But now watching as our Challenger League player there rolling out the first pitch. Kind of an exciting event here tonight, as it is the Mason game that's kind of sponsored by the Challenger League, so you get to see all the kids out there out on the field. I know they love it. It's a great experience for them, and very nice to see the Mason community bonding around all that.
Yeah, great charity. Varsity players always do a good job picking perfect charity.
I'd have to agree, and you know, I'm sure the kids will love to see Ellie Buffenbarger up on the mound today, as that is pretty much a assured win for the Comets. I mean, has yet to lose a game on the year. Ellie has. I mean, looking at her stats so far on the year, pitching on the mound, she's 13-0. So, I mean, and has 108 strikeouts, which is second in the GMC. She's just a terrific player, and I mean, this Comet team, when she's on the mound, has been perfect. So.
Yeah. Actually, last week she had 2 no-hitter games, one against Sycamore. I was there, pitching great. She really works the plate well, inside, outside, makes it hard on the hitters.
Yeah, and I mean, Fairfield, also not a tough. They also have a very tough player out there on the mound tonight in Brooklyn Green, who I believe is undefeated on the season as well. Yep, comes into the, or actually no, she's 6-7. It's the other player, Taylor Delk, who is undefeated. But Green comes into this game, 6 wins, 7 losses, a 1.99 ERA, which is 8th in the GMC amongst pitchers that have pitched at least 10 innings. So, I mean, they've got a phenomenal player on the mound as well. And leading things off for the Indians will be Sydney Wright, the starting catcher for the Indians, stepping into the box.
Let's see how Ellie starts off the game pitching here.
All right, so Buffenbarger, first pitch is a strike. So 0-1 for Sydney Wyatt. Buffenbarger inside, 1-1. Second one there, and third pitch there, outside as well, so 2-1 count. Let's see if Buffenbarger can battle back here.
Ellie does a great job. She can get down and count, but it doesn't mess her at all.
And a pop-up there from Wyatt, and it's going to be chased down by the Comet second baseman. That is Olivia Hopkins. And I mean, Hopkins, the senior, this team's definitely going to miss her next year. Very strong senior class with Aaron Rockstro, another notable name. A lot of good players, as right there, Ree Hubbard attempting to kind of get a little slapstick down, get a player on bases.
Lefty batter, closer to the base, slap it down the third base line, run out the throw.
Buffenbarger deals, and that one is outside. 2-0 count. Strike there for Hubbard.
Ellie's really lacing the outside edge against Reed, which she's struggling with to slap it.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if Hubbard can get on base here. I mean, looking at Buffenbarger, her whip right now is about .84, so not even one runner on base normally per inning. And Hubbard gonna foul it out the left field line. It's now a 1-2 count with 1 out.
Ellie pitching great this season. She has a really solid defense behind her. Interested to see what they do today.
Yeah, I mean, luckily for that defense, Buffenbarger kind of makes it pretty easy for them. Those 108 strikeouts are second in the GMC, so I mean, don't really oftentimes get a lot of work.
No hitters.
Yeah.
No balls coming at you. Boring game, but fun at the same time. Big wins.
I mean, to make those no-hitters happen, though, you got to have a strong defense behind you, like you're saying, though, and I'm sure a lot of those wouldn't have happened without this strong Comet defense that Buffenbarger has. And that one going to send Hubbard to the first base. Good eye there.
Now batting for the Indians, the shortstop number 4, Maddie Kroger.
Don't see that very often. Ellie.
So first pitch there for Kroger. High for a ball.
See if she can battle back from a walk here.
And the inside strike there, just getting that inside corner.
Ellie does a great job. She works the plate so well. You don't see many balls going right down the gut. They're either inside, outside, really working the batter, not knowing where the ball's going to come.
And a swing and a miss there for Kroger. Two strikes, 1 out here. Let's see if Buffenbarger can finish her off. That ball outside. It's now 2-2. And Kroger gonna foul it off the bat to the right there.
So we jammed her there. Worked her outside and then pitched one inside. Kroger actually squares up the bunt hit. So it's back.
It's now a full count here for Buffenbarger, 3-2. And that one could be jacked up and making the catch there, Olivia Hopkins. That one might have been ruled an infield fly.
Now batting for the Indians, the left fielder number 7.
Yeah, running on first.
And now stepping up to the plate, the center fielder, Erin Burdine. First pitch from Buffenbarger outside for ball 1.
I believe Ellie's first, or 2 of the 3 at bats have been full count, so she's really working it today. not giving them anything they can hit.
And a high fly down the left field line there. Almost ran into our track meet that's going on over on the other side of things. Yeah. It's a good thing events haven't started yet. That'd be kind of a surprise, trying to run the 800 or something, then all of a sudden a softball drops down on you.
1-2 count now, see if Ellie can finish her off.
2-2 now, 2 outs for Buffenbarger.
Common trend here, Ellie seems to really work it outside when she gets 2 strikes to see if they'll chase it.
And a little grounder to third there. Making the easy throw is Aaron Rockstroh, who will actually be our leadoff as well. And right there you can see the replay. Rockstroh coming up with the ball, making the easy throw to first base, beating out the runner. So Fairfield scoreless after the first inning, still 0-0 game. We'll have to see what Mason can step up and do here at the plate.
Obviously, Ellie's doing a great job pitching again today. People like Aaron Rockstroh backing her up. Allie Weekly making great catches. Ellie Hopkins made a catch that inning too, so good start from Mason defensively.
Yeah, it's I mean, outside of the only way that Fairfield got on the base that time was just in the Buffenbarger walking them, so nothing really you can do about that defensively.
I mean, you aren't going to strike them all out. Sometimes you don't want to give the batter anything good, so.
Yeah, so looking at the lineup here for the Comets, stepping up, hitting leadoff will be Aaron Rockstroh. Then after we'll see Olivia Popovich in that 2 slot. And then after Popovich will be Elena Harrison. So it'll be the first 3 batters here for the Comets on the day. And then in that cleanup position, Zoe Bishop. And we know she can hit the ball.
Zoe Bishop actually last game against 11 got MVP of that game, which was big. Got a free Louisville Slugger bat, so see how she comes off that game.
Leading off for the Comets, the third baseman, number 4, Aaron Rockstroh.
So it'll be Rockstroh stepping up to the plate here. And first pitch for Rockstroh outside for ball 1. On the mound for the Indians was Brooklyn Grind. Like we were saying earlier, that ball fouled out by Rockstroh. So Rockstroh working with the 1-1 count here. Third pitch is way outside, getting around the catcher.
It's always great to hear the Mason bench really supporting their players. They have the best chance. Makes the game really fun to come to and watch.
And that pitch outside as well. So now 3-1 count here for Rockstroh. We'll have to see if Grind can battle back here early. And just like that, Rockstroh heading to the base off a walk.
Both pitchers with a walk in the first inning already. See if Mason can capitalize off this.
Now batting for the Comets, the center fielder, number 3, Olivia Popovich.
And now Olivia Popovich will step up to the plate. Daughter of Mr. Popovich, our health teacher here at Mason High School. Very familiar face. See him almost at every sporting event, it seems like.
Aaron Rockstroh with a big steal there. Fake bunt by Olivia Popovich. So now we have a runner on second. No outs.
And I mean, just a great start there from Rockstroh. You can see her taking off, and the throw from the catcher, Sydney White, just a little bit high, couldn't make the grab.
Olivia Popovich, very fast player. She lays down some textbook bunts. Really big player for this team.
And Popovich fouling it back off the bunt there. So now 1-2 count for Popovich. Be kind of risky to go with the bunt again. We'll have to see if Comets will mix up their strategy there. See what third base coach wants her to do. Again, fake the bunt, but it was a ball. So I guess, I mean, that just kind of shows her confidence in Popovich's ability to lay down the bunt. So Popovich sends it right back to the pitcher, unable to beat out the throw.
Advances Rockstra to third base, though, so at the end of the day, good bunt.
I'd have to agree. And now stepping up to the plate for the Comets, Elena Harrison.
Number 23, Elena Harrison. You gave me too much power.
And Grind deals. And that one outside for ball one.
Elena Harrison's batting average on the season is 660%, or .660.
Oh, and another foul ball heading back towards our track meet there. They're going to have to keep their heads up while they're running around.
Track usually known to be a safe sport, not here in Mason.
No. And Harrison, another foul ball flying up down the out of bounds in the left field.
Doing a great job battling here.
Now a 1-2 count for Harrison. And Harrison, a line drive over the left fielder's head. That's going to send Rockstra in for the score. And Harrison's going to ease up there on second. So a great hit there from Harrison just over the left fielder's head is going to end in a double.
RBI double there, scoring Rockstra. Huge hit by Harrison.
The left fielder, number 8, Zoe Bishop.
And Bishop now stepping up to the plate. Let's have to see if she can get Harrison in. Harrison's in scoring position. That pitch over the head of Bishop. Dangerous throw there from Grind.
Yeah, a few balls have gotten away from her. See if she can battle back.
So far, a rough first inning for her. That one, a liner past the second baseman, and Harrison's going to head for home. And Harrison will score, so now a 2-0 lead for the Comets already here in the first inning.
Great defensive play in the top and down the bottom, hitting the ball very hard.
That just got by the glove of the second baseman, Natalie Barrett. And now it'll be Hopkins stepping into the box for the Comets. And Hopkins laying on the bunt down the first base line. And Grind makes the throw to first, but it's unable to come up with it. The first baseman. That was Jordan Dell. Costly error there. That one's really not helping Grind out at all.
Also, Zoe Bishop advanced to third base there. So 0 outs, runner on third base and first. Big first inning here for Mason, playing great defense and offense. Fairfield coach goes out to talk to Grind, obviously trying to settle her down. Knows she's a good pitcher.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to say Grind is one of the better pitchers that this Comet team will face in the GMC. It'll be a good test coming into that East game on Wednesday, which will be just a huge game over at Lakota East for this Comet team. I mean, Comets just got named #1 AP Division I in the state. So, I mean, that tells you a little bit something about this talent of this Comet team.
Yeah, I'm sure nothing more East would love than to just beat the Comets, #1 in the state.
Yeah, I mean, both of them very talented teams, so it'll be a great game as well. I mean, in that first matchup with East, Comets were able to win 4-0, but here a great hit from Brooke Rice sends 2 runners in. So Brooke with the 2 RBI single. It's now a 4-0 lead already here in the first.
A huge, big hit by her, right up the center field, right field gap there and scoring, I believe, Zoe Bishop and Olivia Hopkins.
And now the pitcher, Ellie Buffenbarger, will step up to the plate.
Sometimes it's known that pitchers can't hit, but I can tell you now that is not true for Mason. Ellie can kill a ball.
It'll be interesting to see how Grind can battle back here against Buffenbarger. On the steal, tagged out will be, I think on first that was Brooke Rice, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at the replay. Hey, here you see Rice take off. She just didn't have the start that she needed and was beaten at second.
Actually, looks like Bree Grimes came in and ran for Brookers. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh, and Buffenbarger sending a chopper to short, but it's bobbled by Maddie Koger. And now a pinch runner will come in for Buffenbarger.
Abby Mullins, I believe.
Yeah.
She's very fast, too.
Oh,
So
yeah. She's a speedster.
might
So-
see a steal here.
Yeah.
Allie, the freshman, came in this year's underclassman playing great. Actually playing shortstop for the Comets.
First pitch inside. And he saw Wyatt come up there looking to fire to first. She knows Mullins is going to try to go. And a little chopper to second base there. And Weekly is going to ground out to end the inning. So at the end of the first inning, Comets already with a 4-0 lead here.
Obviously great hitting by the Comets, but you can't forget the great defense they played, holding Fairfield scoreless. So both sides of the field playing great.
Yeah, and I mean, Fairfield just with some costly errors that didn't help them at all. In that first inning, we saw a bobble from the shortstop, a missed throw there from the first baseman, couldn't come up with it. Just really a tough inning there for the Indians. And I mean, if they're going to want to come back in this game, they're not going to be able to make those mistakes, especially with Buffenbarger on the mound, who's just nearly perfect all season. Looking at her ERA, gives up 1 run a game. So already, Comets projected the win based on Buffenbarger's ERA. But, you know, still definitely a ton of ball left to play. We'll have to see how this one shakes out. It's going to take a lot of effort from this Fairfield team, though. They're going to have to be near perfect already after digging themselves in that hole in the first.
Yeah, obviously Fairfield needs to step up their defensive game. In this inning, they just need to start hitting, get on a roll here, and see if they can build up some momentum.
Yeah, looking at the GMC standings, and this one coming in this game, Mason sits atop the GMC, 15-0 in conference play, where Fairfield a little bit further down. About mid-tier GMC team with a 7-7 record here in the GMC. But I know Fairfield's trying to battle up to maybe get near Lakota West and Hamilton, work their way up in the GMC.
I mean, if they win this game, winning record, I know that's always teams' goal is winning record. So a big win here against Mason would be huge for them.
Yeah. I mean, you're going up against the #1 team in the state. I mean, that'd spark anyone's season. But the pitcher, Brooklyn Grind, here at the plate for Fairfield. In a 2-1 hole against Buffenbarger. Sends a chopper to short, and it's fielded by Weekly, who sends a laser over the first, makes the easy out.
Allie, once again, I have to mention a freshman, taking on a big role at short, and I mean, playing great. Once again, great defense behind Ellie here. And Allie does a great job making the hit grounders and easy plays for them to pick up and throw them out.
So now Taylor Delk at the plate for the Indians. She's going to hit a grounder back out over to the pitcher, and Buffenbarger making the snag, a little quick movement of the glove, and She sends
Now
Delk
back for the Indians, the
back to
designated
the
player, number 20, Jada Taylor.
box there.
Yep.
Dugout.
She
Excuse
made
me.
that look easy.
Yeah.
It was a hard hit. If Ellie didn't get that, that's probably going up the middle for a hit.
And now the DH, Jada Taylor, step into the box. That first pitch outside for ball 1. Buffenbarger deals inside against Taylor. It looked like it almost grazed her. Guess maybe trying to keep Taylor honest in the box.
Yep. Just get your back throw one outside here, hit the corner, outside strike. Doesn't look like Ellie wants to give her a pitch.
Now a 3-0 count here for Taylor. Just got to get one over the plate here. And inside, so Jada Taylor going to head to first after 4 straight balls from Buffenbarger.
See if she can rebound after that. Obviously, that's not the Ellie we're used to. And I'm sure after having a great season, it won't phase her at all. She'll come back out. That's how she always does.
That'll be Lindsay Mitchell, the third baseman. Stepping up to the plate. First pitch there, a ball from Buffenbarger. So now 5 straight balls. Just probably need to get one over here to feel that strike over, and then you know where to throw it. Oh, and Love got caught leading off. Luckily, bobbling the ball on first base was Harrison, and she was able to take off for a second. Let's take a look at the replay. See, Taylor got caught a little bit too far, but with the bobble throw there, I mean, Taylor was able to take off for a second and slide in.
So these are obviously the breaks that Fairfield needs to get back into this game.
And a ground out there for Lindsay Mitchell, and that will end the top of the second. Smart play there from Rockstro. Yeah, known just to send it to first with 2 outs.
Comes with being a senior, great experience. Definitely miss her next year.
Yeah, some very talented seniors on this Comet roster. Brianna Grimes, like we were saying, that pinch runner earlier, stepping into the game. She's, I think she's probably the Comets' top pitch runner coming into the game. She's got 5 steals on the season, 19th in the GMC. Then you also have Claudia Reith, who doesn't get as much playing time as some of the other players. Olivia Hopkins starting second baseman, Aaron Rockstraw on third, and then Lavinia Stanley. Again, not really a starter for this team, but very talented players and great leaders in the dugout.
Definitely losing some experienced fielders, but I mean, our underclassmen, I'm sure, can fill their spots.
So we'll have to see here in the top of the second if Brooklyn Grind can battle back against this very talented Mason offense. Starting things out for the Comets will be Julia Aquila. It's a tough name there. So Aquila's first pitch, a ball. Looked like she was trying to go with a little slapstick there, get a runner on first right away for the Comets, and beautiful hit down the third base line, and she beats the throw over the first. That's textbook slapstick for Aquila. It's exactly what you want right there.
Yeah, Quill, another very fast player on Mason, so has the ability to make those slapstick plays.
Yeah, there you'll see the third baseman, Lindsay Mitchell, was unable to send it over to Delk in time. And I mean, you got to credit that due to the great hit there from Aquila.
Yeah, Quill actually 4th in the GMC for batting average, which .639 batting average.
So now you got Rockstro already back at the plate. She bunts, sends that one back to the pitcher for easy ground out there for the Indians.
Obviously advancing Aquila did her job. Puts Mason in a good position here. Only 1 out, runner on second.
Number 3, Olivia Popovich. So
So now Popovich, sophomore, in the box. That first pitch, low and outside.
Popovich plays varsity softball as a sophomore, but also soccer, very skilled soccer player. So obviously that's probably where some of her speed comes from. It really helps her on the softball field too.
Grind deals, and Popovich trying to get the bunt to move the runner over to third. And it's going to be fouled back. Now a 2-1 count. And Popovich sent it down the first base line, unable to beat it out to throw from Grind. He's able to hustle down, scoop it up, and get over to the first baseman. I mean, taking a look at the replay, Grind just making the hustle to get it over and sends a great throw to Taylor Delk to beat out Popovich.
Great heads-up play there by Grind. Obviously doing more than just pitching. Great job fielding. Wow.
But now Harrison gonna send in Aquila there and makes it the second, so a second double of the night for Elena Harrison.
Also 2 RBIs for her. As usual, she's hitting the crap out of the ball.
And Harrison easily sliding in the second there, beating the throw from the cutoff man, Maddie Koger. So just like that, Comets push the lead to 5 now over the Indians. And we'll have to see if Bishop can send in the runner. Bishop going to be tagged running down the first base line, and that's going to end the inning. But Grind took a shot. Ball hit her right in the shin. That one's got to leave a mark.
Yeah, definitely have to walk that one off. We'll have to see here. She looks like she's toughing it out.
Yeah, but I mean, in that last inning though, Trent, Elena Harrison doing a great job of hitting the gaps so far. That's what she's done here tonight, and I mean that's really helped the Comets put some runners up, help some runners cross the plate.
Yeah, 5-0 obviously. Mason playing great on the offensive side again, but holding Fairfield to 0. And I believe Fairfield's still hitless, aren't they?
Yeah, I believe so. The only way they've had runners get on base so far has been walks.
Yep. So Ellie holding on to another no-hitter here. See if this can stay alive.
So the Buffenbarger still on the mound here through 3. And it'll be interesting to see if this Fairfield team could finally get those bats clicking. But with Buffenbarger on the mound, that's no easy task. Like we were saying, Buffenbarger probably one of the best, if not the best pitcher during the GMC. M&O East has a very talented pitcher as well. So it'll be interesting to see, assuming that Buffenbarger gets that start against East, how that game will go down with 2 of the premier pitchers in the state matching up over at East on Wednesday. So if you can and you're a softball fan, you should definitely try to make it to that game. Buffenbarger's first pitch is going to be hit up by Hubbard, and making the catch for the Comets was Hopkins, racing down that throw there. Now stepping up to the plate will be Sydney Wyatt. Back to the top of the order for the Indians.
Pretty unusual for a catcher to be the leadoff, but she obviously does her job.
Inside there for second ball for Wyatt. And you know, we've actually seen a couple catcher leadoffs this season for both baseball and softball. I know Lakota West, their leadoff hitter on baseball, is their catcher as well, a sophomore, very talented player, but not something you see all the time, but we've started to see more of it, I guess, this year in the GMC.
Yeah, definitely a trend that's come up. I mean, it really just depends on their build.
Player personnel.
Yeah. Can't rule them out.
Liner foul there. And now a 3-2 count for Wyatt to see if Buffenbarger can take her down this time. Wyatt showing a bunt. And Buffenbarger sending it inside, which will send Wyatt to first.
See if Ellie can bounce back. She's already had a few walks today, but hasn't messed with her at all. Obviously, still scoreless, so she's doing her job still.
Now at the plate is Ree Hubbard. She sends a bunt down the third base line, and it's rolled foul.
That was right on the line, almost a textbook bunt.
Yeah, great job from Erin Roxroad to make sure she was covering the line, not giving the ball a chance to get by her. So Hubbard again attempting the bunt, and right there, I know Brooke Rice was just dying to try to get the runner out there at first. Unfortunately, though, Harrison was creeping down the line trying to, in case the bunt came down the first base line.
Obviously hard to throw down the first base line when I believe it's Ree Hubbard's a left-handed batter, which another obstacle for Brooke.
But I mean, Brooke Rice just has that laser, can pretty much get any runner out on second and out of the squat there behind home.
Yeah, I mean, she just stays in her stance and just throws laser beams down to the bases. It's hard to steal against Mason.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes here for Hubbard. And Hubbard gonna send it back. It's gonna be caught and left field by Zoe Bishop. So 2 outs here now for the Indians. Looking at the replay, see the great hustle from Bishop, sprinting in, calling off second baseman there, and making the catch. Mason, perfect defensively so far. Ooh, Brooke Rice there almost got the runner at first. Sydney Wyatt, the Indians lead off.
Brooke does a great job keeping Fairfield honest and not letting them steal with her big arm.
And a strike there from Buffenbarger right down the middle. So now 0-2 count already for Maddie Koger. It's going to be tough for her to battle back in this one. And that pitch outside for ball 1.
Yeah. When Ellie gets up in the couch, she really does a great job working the zone, making it hard on them. Also another reason that Fairfield's scoreless right now. Ooh.
I thought you might have gotten her with that one.
Yeah.
Checking the swing too. Koger now with a 2-2 count, 2 outs left. 2 outs here in the third. Excuse me, and Koger gonna hit it back to Buffenbarger. Buffenbarger comes up with it, sends it to first, and that's gonna end the inning for the Indians.
Another scoreless and hitless inning for Fairfield. Mason playing great defense here. And see what they can do when they come out and hit this inning. Obviously, can't remember where we left off in the lineup, but I think we're in the meat here. So see if we can rack up some more points. Or maybe Fairfield come out defensively and play really strong this inning.
Yeah, and I mean, if the Indians can't slow down this Comet team, might be in danger of a run rule as well, as it is 12 runs after 4 innings, win the game, or 10 after 5.
Obviously, Mason, I believe last Friday or Thursday, run ruled Sycamore. So definitely something that happens here in Comet Country with Ellie is our pitcher in a great batting order. Fairfield, I'm sure, will step it up here and do their best to not let Mason run rule him.
Leading off for the Comets, the second baseman, number 6.
So leading things
Olivia
off
Hopkins.
for the Comets will be Olivia Hopkins, the second baseman senior. We'll have to see if Grind can battle back against this Comet team and hold them scoreless in the inning. Hopkins, first pitch swung and it fouled back. So the 0-1 count for Hopkins. And Grind's second pitch just gets that inside corner. It's now Hopkins down early, 0-2.
A good off-speed pitch there. Caught Hopkins on her toes. Oh,
And
wow.
Hopkins sends a laser right back at Grind, but Grind able to make the snag. Take a look at that replay there. And Grind with the quick hand to pull that one in and send it over to the first.
That was a great heads-up play by Grind. Doing a great job at the pitcher. Really doing a good job fielding the ball, too.
Yeah, I mean, got that little dribbler down the first base line last inning. Made that catch right there, and I'm pretty sure she had another ball that was hit right back at her.
Yeah, Mason does a good job driving up the middle, so obviously a lot of action coming at her.
This will be interesting to see if Brooke Rice can start things off here for the Comets.
I believe Brooke Rice had a big hit either last inning or 2 innings ago, resulting in an RBI, and here again, big hit.
And Rice gonna single to first. The liner between second and first. So now stepping up the bat will be Buffenbarger.
For the Comets, the pitcher, number 15, Ellie Buffenbarger.
Buffenbarger had that, was able to make it the first on the fielder's choice last time.
Bree Grimes came in to run for Brooke Rice. See if she can make anything happen.
Sydney Wyatt thought she could get Grimes there back at first. Grimes already got thrown out once today. On second, and Buffenbarger sends a liner to left. Left fielder unable to come up with it, and Grimes is heading to third, and she's going to hold up on third, and Buffenbarger makes it the second for the double. So another error there by the left fielder, Aaron Burdine. And I mean, this Fairfield defense not helping out their pitcher at all.
When you're down 0-5, you definitely got to step up your defense here. I mean, at this point, you can have no errors, really. And now with runner on second and third, 1 out, Mason's in a really good position here to score.
And Weekly off the bunt pops it back. Dangerous play
Yes,
there.
very dangerous. That's exactly what you don't want as Mason. Weekly, obviously a freshman, doesn't have the experience, but I'm sure she's learned her lesson there and make sure she gets on top of the ball. She's going to bunt one.
And Weekly taking the second pitch there. 1-1 count, 1 out. 5-0 lead here in the third for the Comets. And a strike right over the middle. There, 1-2 count. Hopefully Weekly can get her bat on the ball, move the runners. And that she does. Pop up to left. Buffenbarger's going to stay on second, but just crossing the plate there will be...
Bree Grimes.
Yeah,
I believe she pinch run for Brooke Rice.
I believe that is right.
Now batting for the Comets, the right fielder, number 12, Jill Aquila.
So now it'll be Aquila up to the plate. Runners on first and second for the Comets. And that first one getting the outside corner for strike 1.
Aquila, another speedster for Mason, looking to maybe slap one down here, advance both runners.
Well, that's what she was trying to do there, but ball just a little bit too low. off the bat. It's now 0-2 count for Aquila.
See if she still squares up the bunt here. Or slap.
And Aquila gonna strike out. So first strikeout of the game for both pitchers comes here in the third. It's now 2 outs
Now batting for the Comets, the third baseman
for
number
Rockstra.
4, Aaron Rockstra.
Rockstra being another senior for Mason.
And Rockstra grounder back to the pitch. We'll end the third inning. And we'll start back up here in the top of the fourth with the Indians. 6-0 game. And we're going to take a quick break up here in between the fourth inning. We'll be right back with you here in a moment.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
And we are back out here in Comet Country. Leading off for the Indians will be number 17, Brooklyn Grind. Or actually, Aaron Burdine, excuse me, the left fielder. Buffenbarger still on the mound for the Comets, has been perfect so far outside of a couple walks. But still pitching the no-hitter as Grind fouls it back, keeping the fans alive in the stands there.
Almost making it over to the track field again.
Yeah.
I'm sure Fairfield looks to get some points up on the board here this inning.
Yeah, good sign for the Indians, at least making some contact with the ball, even though it was fouled back there. It's now a 1-1 count for Burdine, as that one was a little bit high. And inside there from Buffenbarger. Now 2-1.
Hitters count here for Grind. See, obviously probably a little more comfortable in the box.
And Buffenbarger now a 3-1 count.
See if she can battle back here.
And making the plays weekly over there at short off the infield pop-up.
She's had a lot of action over there today. Some pop-ups and grounders coming her way. Caught them all and doing a great job as a freshman.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how her career progresses. I mean, still got 3 more years out of her. Stepping into the box now is Brooklyn Grind. First pitch, a ball. Now Buffenbarger dealing and send right back to her, and she makes the snag and throws it over to first. So far, 2 up, 2 down this inning for Buffenbarger.
Both pitchers getting a lot of action in the field today. A lot of rockets coming right back at them.
Oh yeah, right there you see easy catch and then just lofting it over to first. Taylor Delk will now step into the box for the Indians. That one fouled back for strike 1. Buffenbarger. That one high for ball 1.
Another great defensive inning here for Mason. Obviously, the field stepping it up again behind Buffenbarger.
And you know, Trent, we've really seen Buffenbarger just pushing the batters all night here so far. It seems like every time a batter steps into the box, they're getting at least 4 or 5 pitches.
Yeah, she's definitely not giving them anything they want to hit, inside, outside, high, low, really mixing them up on them.
And Buffenbarger ending the inning with a strikeout there. Her first strikeout of the game.
Another great defensive inning for Mason, holding Fairfield hitless and scoreless again. See what they can come out and do on the offensive side.
So we'll have to see if these Mason bats will keep up that same level of play we've seen all night here in the bottom of the 4th.
I believe Elena Harrison might be leading us off.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure now stepping onto the mound for the Indians, mixing it up. The pitcher is Taylor Delk. Taking a look at what we've seen from her on the season. Delk 4-0 and has the 1 save, which is tied for first in the GMC. Very strong pitcher for the Indians. Has yet to lose a game.
I'm sure she'd love to keep that record alive, but I'm sure it won't phase Mason at all as they're already up by 6.
Leading off for the Comets, the center.
I mean, Mason's schedule is such that they've just seen so many talented teams already on the season that, I mean, they're not really phased by anyone at this point.
Yeah, a lot of competition, so they're ready for every game. Gotta be ready for this East game coming up.
So Zoe Bishop starting things up, or actually Olivia Popovich, excuse me, starting things up for the Comets.
Popovich looking to slap one down here and beat the throw out the first.
And throw there for Delk outside. So Delk, first 2 pitches, both balls. And Popovich, little slapstick, and she'll beat out the run, or the throw there, the first.
What Popovich does best. Puts it right down third baseline with her speed, runs at the throw. So this is good for Mason. Very fast player on first, no outs. And Elena Harrison stepping up with already 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. So interesting to see how this inning goes here.
Yeah, gotta like the odds so far for the Comets. That first pitch for Harrison, low and outside. Probably trying to keep Popovich from advancing to second. And Harrison's second pitch foul back for strike 1.
I'm sure Fairfield definitely doesn't want to give Harrison anything she can hit at this point after 2 bombs and gaps, 2 RBIs.
And that pitch there, getting the outside corner, so now 1-2 count for Harrison. We'll have to see if she can get her bat on the ball here. And Harrison sending a pop down the left field line. That one's going to go foul. So Harrison making Delk work to get her out here. And Harrison, another liner down the third base line, and the third baseman, Lindsay Mitchell, ran right into the fence. Gotta love the effort from Mitchell, but I mean, she's really got taken out by that thing. Coach is coming over to check on her. She looks all right.
Yeah, great hustle play there.
guess you just couldn't come up with it. Great hustle though from Mitchell. Gotta love the effort.
A dangerous play there. She really could have got hurt there. Didn't see that fence, but I mean, that's sometimes just what you got to do for the team.
That's true, you know. It's the big plays like that that can kind of spark your team. Fortunately, came up just shy of that one again. Mitchell fouling it back.
Harrison's really battling here.
Yeah, the count's only 1-2, but I think Delk has had to throw about 6 or 7 pitches so far this at bat. Harrison sends a chopper past the shortstop. It's now runners on first and second for the Comets.
Harrison's 3 for 3 on the day, and I think her batting average is already 660, so I mean, it just shows. Comets lineup is so strong. And Zoe Bishop stepping up to the plate, another big play for the Comets.
So Bishop in the box at first pitch. Just gets the inside corner for strike one.
And this could be a really treacherous inning here for Fairfield if they can't slow Mason down. 2 runners on, no outs, and Zoe Bishop up kills one.
That one down the right field line. It's going to be caught by the right fielder for the Indians. It's going to advance Olivia Popovich to third. But, I mean, for a second there, it looked like it had a chance there for Bishop.
Yep. Caught a little air when it got up there and slowed it down. But, I mean, great hit by Zoe there. Just didn't hit a gap. Mason in a really good position to score here. Popovich at third, very fast runner. And
the senior Olivia Hopkins at bat. Gotta like the odds here for the Comets to get another runner across the plate. And Hopkins swings and misses on that one.
Taking a big cut.
Yeah, she was swinging for the fences right there. Delk. Ball popped up out of play there by Hopkins.
And Mason's doing a great job battling here. They found a lot off, staying alive, giving them great opportunities, put points up on the board. I should say runs up.
Yeah, runners on first and third here for the Comets. A lot of options here for Hopkins. And Hopkins going to strike out. And throw back to Delk a little off. Maybe Popovich had been fully aware there. Maybe could have taken off her home.
Dangerous throw there. Gotta be smart in this point in the game.
But Rice now at the plate. Sends a grounder over to first and just going to make the catch, step on the bag, and that will end the fourth.
Yeah, Fairfield, I mean, surprising inning there with 2 runners on, no outs, and the meat of the lineup was up, but held us scoreless there, so that's one step to coming back for them.
Yeah, first inning all game that the Comets haven't been able to send someone across the plate, so, you know, progress there for Fairfield. But, you know, it could have been the pitch and change and Taylor Delk that kind of offset the Comets up at the plate. But with a near perfect defense so far in this one behind Ellie Buffenbarger, we'll have to see if the Indians can get anything going or not.
Ellie warming up to pitch her 5th inning here. Doing a great job still. Obviously, got to cross your fingers as she could once again pitch a no-hitter.
It'd be insane. I think that'd be her 6th no-hitter on the season. I'm gonna have to check that one here, but hold on, let's see. I think it's on the other page.
Leading off for the Indians, the designated player number 20,
Yes.
Taylor.
Comets have 7 no-hitters on the season. I believe those are all from Buffenbarger. So it'll be Jada Taylor in the box for the Indians.
She was walked last at bat and actually stole a base. So see what happens here. I believe Ellie threw 4 straight balls, so not sure what she's gonna do this time.
Again, that one inside for ball 2.
See if Ellie can bring it in here.
And third ball there, I guess Comets have decided they might just be walking Taylor the whole game. Don't give her a chance to hit the ball. Oh, well, that one getting the inside corner for strike 1. So 3-1 count now for Taylor. And another strike from Buffenbarger.
Might have caught her sleeping here. Now full count.
And let's see if Buffenbarger can put her down here. And a swing and a miss for Taylor. And yeah, Buffenbarger getting the cat.
Yeah, big comeback there from Buffenbarger. Got herself together, threw 3 balls, and came back 3 strikes, struck her out.
So 1 up, 1 down so far for Buffenbarger. Let's see if she can keep it up here. And a grounder to short for Lindsay Mitchell. And right there, Weekly making the play. Let's take a look at the replay. You see Mitchell send it right there, and Weekly making great hustle to come up with the ball and sends it over the first for the out.
Yeah, it saved a possible gap ball there. Weekly had a lot of action come related to this game and accepted all of it and taken it on well.
Natalie Barrett at the plate. That first pitch inside for ball 1. Second, a swing and a miss. It's now a 1-1 count for Barrett. Another strike there. Now a 1-2 count for Barrett. And attempted bunt fouled back by Barrett, and that will result in an out. So we'll end the inning for the Indians. 1-2-3 for Buffenbarger. Another strong inning from her.
Ellie just pitching her mind out, playing great right now. Defense strong behind her, and Mason seems to be hitting the ball well here. See if they can capitalize this inning, extend the score.
So please go down, check out
And Delph
our items.
really has been
Purchase, all proceeds will go to the challenge.
the one bright spot for the Indians so far here tonight. Stepped into the game, onto the mound, last inning in the 4th, and held the Comets scoreless for the first time all game.
Let's see if she can do it again here. Obviously, Mason might make some adjustments to possibly a different pitching type here.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe it'll be Ellie Buffenbarger starting things out for the Comets in the 5th.
Leading off for the Comets, the pitcher number 15.
And Buffenbarger, so far on the game, 2 for 2, has done a great job at the plate and on the mound. Just taking control of this game in all facets.
Yeah, Ellie definitely can't count her out on the hitting side. She's a great pitcher, but also a great hitter. She can hit him far and in the gap here. Start Mason off strong.
And first pitch for Buffenbarger, outside for ball 1.
Mason chanting as always.
And a high fly down right field line there for Buffenbarger. First baseman unable to make the catch, just a little bit too far out of play.
Fairfield's doing a great job hustling for those foul balls. Obviously, running in the fence, I believe, twice now. This time, slowed down, though, so gladly didn't get hurt.
Yeah. Never want to see any injuries. That pitch there low for ball 2. Now 2-1 count.
Hitter's count here for Allie so she can settle down and pick her pitch.
That one inside for ball 3. So Buffenbarger now can be very choosy. And Buffenbarger sends a grounder right in between short and third for the single.
Ellie obviously saw her pitch there, got a hold of it, and hit it right in the gap, starting Mason off well. Abby Mullins comes in and pinch runs for Ellie. Very fast runner, so I'm sure Mason can definitely capitalize off this.
Now it'll be Weekly stepping into the box, the freshman. She's done a terrific job at short, covering ground all game. Now attempting the bunt there, that one fouled back for strike 1.
Yeah, Allie's definitely stepped up as a freshman and taken on her role well. Great defensive player. I'm interested to see what she can do here on the offensive end.
And grounder to third, sends it to first, unable to get the double play for Fairfield, but got the one runner over at second. See the replay here. Smart move for Lindsay Mitchell to send it over to second. Unfortunately, unable to get both runners at first and second, but got the speedster out of the way in Mullins.
Yeah, great heads-up play there, as you said. Looks like Ryan had a fastball thrown over to her and dropped it first, so Aquila will be safe at first, and now Allie Weekly's on second, and Aquila's on first, so 2 runners on, 1 out. See if Mason can capitalize.
Yeah, Grind just kind of dropped that one. Plain simple, not much else you can do there. That one is going to be called foul off the bunt from Rockstro. So runners can stay at first and second for the Comets.
Rockstro just trying to slap one down the line there, letting Allie advance to third, putting Mason in a good position to score, but was unsuccessful at that.
Rockstro going to foul that one back, so now an 0-2 count here for Rockstro. Have to see if Delk can finish it off here. Rockstro, a grounder down the first base line. That one's fair. Rockstro's going to hold up on first, but it's going to send Weekly home. So an RBI single there for Rockstro.
Huge hit from the senior there. Scoring 1 and advancing Aquila to third. So now 2 runners on, still 1 out, and a runner in scoring position, third base is Aquila. Looks like Olivia Popovich steps up to the plate. Interested to see here with a runner on third looking to advance home if Pop's going to bunt or maybe try to slap it out a little farther.
And Popovich, the bunt, going to end in a fielder's choice for Delk. See Delk coming up with the ball, looked to third, and that hesitation allowed Popovich to get to first with plenty of time.
And that's twice now Popovich run out of throw. Obviously, good strategy for her. Very fast.
It's now bases loaded for Harrison, and we've already seen her hit some bombs.
And it's 3 for 3 on the day. I'm sure she wouldn't mind adding a grand slam to the lineup there.
Yeah, that'd definitely be something to see. And that pitch for Harrison called a strike.
Elena has 2 home runs on the season, so now would be a good time for her to add on a third.
That pitch low for ball one. 1-2 count here for Harrison with the bases loaded. We'll have to see if she can get some Comets home. And that one fouled back towards the track area for Harrison.
Send another one over track. Sure, they're getting plenty of souvenirs today.
And Delk deals, and that one high for Harrison. And Delk just looking a little bit flustered with 3 runners on the bag and Harrison up at the plate.
Yeah, obviously, went a little different this inning from last.
Harrison again popping one up, then left field line. Fouled.
Harrison's doing a great job fouling the ball off and staying alive here, waiting until she gets her pitch and smack it. That looks as if it was her pitch.
Yep, and a liner to center is going to send 2 Comets home. So now a 9-0 lead for the Comets with 1 out here in the 5th.
Scoring Aquila and Rockstro there. So I believe she is maybe 4 RBIs on the day now. 4 for 4. What a day here for Harrison.
And first pitch for Bishop. Inside or strike.
So we've definitely seen Zoe Bishop get a hold of a ball before, so in this situation it'll work out very well for Mason having 2 runners on.
And you got the speedster on second and Olivia Popovich. Doesn't take much to give her room to go. And Bishop, a little high pop-up down the right field line. Unfortunately, 2 Indians unable to get to it.
And another great hustle play by the Indians. Just couldn't get there.
Bishop, 2 balls, 1 strike. That one high there.
3-1 count. Bishop would just be looking for her pitch here.
And Bishop pops it up to second. It's going to advance the runners to second and third, but Bishop going to be out at first.
And she did a great job advancing the runners there. Now runner on second and third. As you said earlier, speedster's still on. Olivia Popovich at third base. So you put one out of the infield here, and you're in danger of 2 more runs.
Hopkins taking the first one for ball 1.
Hopkins being a senior, lots of experience. I'm sure she knows what to do in this situation.
Second pitch there, swing and a miss for strike 1. And Hopkins has some speed to her as well, so doesn't even necessarily got to get her out of the infield to be able to get some runners in. It's now 2 balls, 1 strike for Hopkins. And another ball high there for Hopkins. Now a 3-1 count.
It's like Delk's letting a few balls get away from here. See if she can bring it back in.
And the 4th ball there is going to load the bases for Delk. And stepping up to the plate will be Brooke Rice. And she's definitely got some power behind her string. So again, possibly another chance for a grand slam out here in Comet Country.
Brooke can easily hit that ball to the outfield, which,
It's actually going to end in a little grounder to second, and Indians able to make the play. So Rice unable to capitalize on the opportunity to send some more Comets around the bags there. And at the end of the 5th, a 9-0 lead for the Comets. The Comets able to keep those bats alive and send some more runners around the bags. And Indians just have continued to struggle against Ellie Buffenbarger out here in this one. Buffenbarger has just done a phenomenal job of working the plate all game today. And that Comet defense has remained strong behind her as well.
Yes, very strong defense from Mason Day. Ellie pitching great and lots of great plays. I don't believe many balls have gotten out to the outfield, but Allie Weekly has gotten a lot of action at short, and I believe Aaron Rocksher had a few balls over to third, and Olivia Hopkins at second, all making great plays on the ball, always having Ellie's back. So this result being Fairfield being held scoreless, but see if Fairfield can get something going here.
Yeah, I mean, Buffenbarger's also had to work herself to keep her no-hitter alive, as she's had 2 or 3 balls hit right back to her as well.
Yeah, I mean, definitely threats going up the middle there. So I believe both pitchers really today having a lot of action at the mound, accepting it well.
Buffenbarger's first pitch there, outside for ball 1. At the plate, top of the lineup for the Indians is Sydney Wyatt. Inside from Buffenbarger, now 2-0 count.
I believe Wyatt leadoff batter here, so Fairfield obviously has a good lineup coming, so maybe they can get something going this inning.
Pretty sure Wyatt's 1 and 2 on the day, if I'm not mistaken. Got the base on the 1 walk, and then struck out the other time. And that one fair, hopping over the bag, and Wyatt will stay at first.
Good start for Fairfield this inning. Wyatt on first, no outs. It's Ree Hubbard comes up to the plate.
Yeah, just beautifully placed ball there by Wyatt, right over the bag. And Hubbard getting it between the shortstop and third as well. So now 2 runners on the bases for the Comets. And there goes the chances of a no-hitter for Buffenbarger.
That's all right. I'm sure that's the least of her worries. She's definitely a team player, and she's always just pitching for the win for the Comets and hoping their defense will back her up.
First pitch there for Koger is a ball. 1-0 count. And again inside for ball 2.
2 runners on, no outs. Koger could capitalize here, and he's advancing the runners.
And a low pitch there swung on by Koger, but runners able to advance to second and third.
Fairfield's dangerously close to scoring his runners on second and third, no outs. See if Mason can hold him here, though. She played very well defensively today, so I don't doubt it for a second.
So Buffenbarger deals. Check swing there from Koger. It's going to be ruled a ball. 3-1 count. No outs here in the top of the 6th. Koger pops it back. And I'm sure the Indians are hoping she can put the ball in play, as is now the best chance the Indians have had all game of putting some points up on the board. Koger's showing bunt. Buffenbarger dealing, and Koger able to get the ball past Weekly at short. And both Bishop and left is just going to send over the Rockstar at third, trying to get the runner. Unfortunately, unable to get anything, so now runners at first and third. Let's take a look at the replay. Hit there from Koger, just going right under the glove of Weekly. Just missed it there. So a strike inside for Buffenbarger, starting things off against Burdine.
Ellie having lots of experience and confidence. I know she can come back from this. One run can't hurt her that much.
Yeah, this Indians team, though, is starting to build a little bit of momentum.
This is exactly what they're working towards all games, so they really need to take advantage of this if they want to get back in the game, because it is 6th inning.
Hit from Burdine, going to go foul. Headed towards the Mason dugout. And strikeout there for Buffenbarger will put the first out up on the board.
I believe that's Ellie's second strikeout of the game. So Mason, I'm sure, looks to capitalize off this. Runner on first and third, one out. Fairfield's still in a good position to score.
And Grind at the plate now. First pitch, strike, getting that outside corner. One out for Buffenbarger. Runners on first and third. And Buffenbarger deals in a strike there from Grind on the swing.
Oh, he's doing a great job working the plate now. Getting Fairfield to swing at some pitches maybe they typically wouldn't. Now, 0-2 count. Grind could be in some trouble here.
Now 1-2 for Grind. Buffenbarger deals, and Grind gonna line it to right field. Runner deciding not to tag up from third. Taking a look at the replay. Grind just pop up there for Akia.
Mullins did a great job getting the ball in there, making sure that Ree Hubbard didn't come home from third. Smart play by Abby.
Buffenbarger send the first pitch in there for Delk for strike. Or ball outside. So 2 outs here for Buffenbarger. Let's see if she can keep that runner on third off the board. And another strike there for Buffenbarger. It's now a 1-2 count with 2 outs.
A great off-speed pitch here thrown by Ellie. Caught Delk on her toes.
And Delk, it's going to go foul down the third base line.
Pitcher versus pitcher right here. Delk pitching for Fairfield, going up against Ellie.
And high fly back there. And the fan in the stands making the catch there. It brings everyone to life.
Is that an out?
I don't believe so. Sure Buffenbarger wishes it was.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, what a snag there. You got to give it to him bare-handed it. The pitch there from Buffenbarger inside for ball 2. Now a 2-2 count for Delk.
Ellie, as always, working the plate well. Trying not to give Delk anything she can hit. Ooh.
And an attempted steal there. Oh, and they're going to say she was safe on second. I don't. I don't know about that one. Let's take a look at the replay. And, well, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Definitely surprised he didn't slide there.
Yeah.
Definitely seemed like a situation that she would.
Yeah, but I'm weakly able to put the tag on her. I guess she might have gotten a toe on the bag before she got it with the glove.
So second life there for Fairfield. Runners are on second and third. 2 outs. Delk up at the plate. See if Fairfield can capitalize on the situation.
Delk again, send that one back. Foul, so Delk really working Buffenbarger here. Yeah, 3-2 count.
Yeah, running a pitch count up. Seems to be a common trend today with 2 strikes. Batters have really been doing a good job fouling balls off, staying alive and looking for their pitch.
Yeah, especially Harrison for the Comets. It seems like every time she almost gets down and then fouls off 2 or 3 balls. And that pitch high inside for a ball. That's going to send Delk to first.
Bases loaded for Fairfield. And Jada Taylor, I believe, steps up to the plate. Struck out last time. Oh.
She's going to send a liner down the right field line. That one going foul.
With the bases loaded, Jada could be a huge threat here, looking as if she would be a power hitter. Mason really hasn't wanted to throw much to her today, walking her the first time and then throwing her 3 balls the second time. See what Ellie does in this situation.
So Taylor's swinging for strike 2. No 0-2 count here for Taylor. Buffenbarger. That pitch outside, ball 1.
Ellie throwing out there, seeing if Jada will chase it. Doing a good job working the plate, as she always does.
And strike 3 there on Taylor, so Buffenbarger gets out of the inning only giving up 1 run.
Fairfield definitely gained up some momentum there, but Mason did a great job handling it. The fielding wasn't the strongest that inning. Ellie did her job as usual. And, I mean, basically, Fairfield just came out and hit that inning, but Mason did a good job controlling it. Could have been worse, definitely.
I agree, and Buffenbarger put herself in kind of a tough situation in the last one there, but you got to credit those Fairfield bats. Got a couple good shots there down the third baseline, and they really came to life here in this 6th inning. And we'll have to see if this Comet team can put up a couple more runs, kind of keep their lead comfortable.
Yeah, 9-1 lead. I'm sure Mason's very comfortable in the situation, but you never want to let down. Definitely keep the bats alive. Always preparing, as East is their next game. Can't be prepared enough. So great game experience as always.
Reminder that we have the baskets for the Challenger fundraiser and for Mason families. If you did bring your checkbook, we will extend credit to you with your name and phone number. And for our Fairfield fans, we will extend credit to you as well if you get Bill Burdine to vouch for you. So go ahead and do that.
Delk warming up to pitch in the 6th inning against the Comets. First inning she came in and had success. Last inning, Mason kind of had her number there and hit a few on her, but interested to see how she comes out here and pitches. Looks like Ellie's leading us off here, so see if she can get the momentum moving for Mason.
Yeah, Buffenbarger batting 1,000 on the day so far. Let's see if she'll be able to keep up that strong inning. Fouled that one right back up at us.
Yeah. Getting some live action up here in the press box.
And something was a little bit off of that pitch. Hit about the dirt 5 feet in front of her.
Yep. Obviously, one got away from Delk there, but I'm sure she can come back being a really good pitcher.
Another ball there for Buffenbarger.
Hitters,
Yeah, 2-1 count.
hitters count here for Ellie. See if she can capitalize. She can sit on a few here and wait for a good one.
Shortstop fumbling it, and Buffenbarger's safe as Grind there, stepping off the bag. See the shortstop, Koger, struggling to pick it up, and then
Courtesy runner for the Comets, number 11.
Grier able to make the grab, but
For the Comets, the
throws
shortstop,
off
number
target.
9, Allie Wheatley.
And Buffenbarger will make it to the bag.
First appearance from Holland Tolliver this game, the freshman running for Buffenbarger. I know she has some speed. See if she can make anything happen on the base path. No outs here. See if Mason can capitalize. Wow.
And a bunt there from the Comets. It's going to have the runner be safe, and Tolliver going to be tagged out at third, attempting to go first to third.
Textbook bunt there by Allie, and obviously Holland being very aggressive on the base path. But heads up play by her, but Fairfield saw and threw her out.
Abby Mullins.
Yeah, great job there by Grind to stay alive on the play and make the smart decision immediately after she caught the ball first, sent it over to third, and the Indians were able to tag out Tolliver on the bag.
Now 1 out, runner on third, and Abby Mullins steps up to plate, very fast runner. I'm sure she'll look to bunt or slap one down here, advance Allie, and possibly run out the throat first. I believe first at bat for Abby this game.
It is indeed.
Wow.
And Mullins able to beat out the throw. I mean, the bunt went right back at Delk, but Mullins still with the speed to beat it out. You see, ball goes just left of the circle there, but Mullins with the speed to beat out the throw.
Yeah, Mullins being a left-handed batter, step ahead and really gave her the advantage there and got safe. 2 great bunts in a row.
Foul ball there from Aaron Rockstra. Delk deals, and again that pitch going way in the dirt in front of the batter.
If you've gone away from her this inning, I'm sure she's a little fuzzled. Mason's hitting the ball well, but I'm sure she'll regroup and get back to pitching here.
And a high fly from Rockstro. Indians unable to track it down.
Grind definitely hustled after that ball. Just a tough over-the-head catch there for her and couldn't get it.
And you know, Trent Rockstro, not just talented on the diamond, also very smart in the classroom, got a 36 on that ACT.
Yep. Not just the athletic scholarships, but academically, student-athlete Aaron Rockstro.
Probably in the concession stand.
Coach looks like talking to the blue here, maybe disagreeing with the call.
Yeah, she obviously doesn't like something out there. Head coach Brenda Steiger for the Indians talking things over. The umpire.
Rockstro steps up to the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a high fly to right field. And it looked like Wheatley wanted to tag up and go for it there, but smart decision to stay on the bag.
Now batting for the Comets, the center fielder, number 3, Olivia Popovich.
2 outs, runner on first and second. Popovich very fast. Probably looking to slap one down, advance the runners.
And Popovich just a little bit too short on that one. And Sydney White able to make the play at the plate.
Another great inning there for Fairfield defensively. Some runners got on, but they We're very smart with the ball, throwing Holland Tolliver out at third and holding Mason to no runs that inning.
Yeah, and great job by White there to stay active on her feet. Always got to be ready to move behind the plate. That's exactly what she did there. We're going to take a quick break in between the innings here, but we'll be right back with you here in a moment.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
All right, we are back out here live in Comet Country. Buffenbarger up on the mound. Hit there by Lindsay Mitchell. And Rockstra make them play out third. To send it over to the first baseman.
Elena Harrison, I believe.
Thank you there. Well, save there, Trent.
Rockstra making that grounder look easy with her big arm thrown over to first. Ooh.
And Buffenbarger hitting Natalie Barnett
Now batting for the
on that pitch. It's going to send Barnett to first.
I will be honest, I would not be too keen on taking a pitch from Buffenbarger. She throws it pretty hard.
Oh yeah, that one's probably stinging a little bit. And ooh, Buffenbarger again hitting a player. Wyatt now heading the first.
Now batting for the Indians, the center fielder, number 5.
Buffenbarger taking a time after those 2 wild pitches. Definitely don't see that often, but taking her time, talking with the team. Obviously, score being 1-9, not too much on the line here. Buffenbarger just needs to get it together and finish the game as we know she can.
Yeah, no reason to take her out at this point. But I mean, you know, and those pitches weren't intentional at all. Coming out of Buffenbarger.
She's thrown a lot of pitches this game. 7th inning, getting a little tired, it just happens, and she just got to regroup and pitch great like she always does.
So Buffenbarger just recollecting herself there, shaking out the arm, getting ready to throw some more pitches. So Buffenbarger dealing, and that one strike, getting the outside corner.
Ree Hubbard up at the plate, very good slap hitter.
And then that one a little bit too far outside for ball 1.
With runners on first and second here, Ree could be a big asset to this inning and advancing them off a good slap.
And a strike there against Hubbard. We'll have to see if she can get her bat on the ball here, advance those Fairfield runners. Make an attempt at a comeback. And Hubbard will make a play there, and Rockstra covering third. Smart play there from Weekly.
Although Weekly may be a freshman, she's a very smart player on the field. A lot of actions come to her today, and taking it very well, making a really smart play there, getting a lead runner. So now 2 outs, running on first and second.
Buffenbarger dealing. That one right across the middle for strike one.
Looks like Aaron Burdine's up to bat.
Buffenbarger pitched a little bit too high for a ball. We'll have to see what Koger can do at the plate. He's kind of struggled here tonight. And Koger fouling that one off.
Mason fan reaching over the edge of the stands trying to catch himself a souvenir.
Now Koger is showing bunt. And she's gonna get off the bat. And Popovich trying to make the play at home. And she's gonna be safe.
Wow.
Great throw from Popovich, but just a little bit too short. On the tag, you see Popovich sending it home for Rice in perfect position, but just not quick enough.
I mean, Popovich made the best play she could in the ball there, but just wasn't fast enough. Good hit there by Coker, I believe. Wow.
And a foul tip there from Burdine. Heading back towards the Comet track. It's now 0-1 count for Burdine. 2 outs. 9-2 lead here for the Comets. That one outside for ball one. So runners on second and third. Let's see if Buffenbarger can put down Burdine and this one. Now one high for ball two. It's now 2-1 count for Buffenbarger.
Sure, Burdine looks to try to get an RBI here with runners on second and third.
And again high from Buffenbarger.
3-1 count. See if Ellie can bring one in here.
And a strike there, getting the outside corner. Now a full count, 2 outs. Top of the 7th here. Let's see if she can end it.
TV drama as it is.
Buffenbarger deals, and a high for a ball. So Buffenbarger got her where she wanted, and then just a little bit too high.
Number 17, Brooklyn Grind.
Bases loaded here for Grind. I know she can hit a ball, so dangerous situation here for Mason.
Yeah, game's definitely not over yet.
Fairfield's definitely hit their stride here, getting a little momentum.
Buffenbarger now throwing 3 balls in a row. Hopefully she can get back on track here, get one over the plate. And that one right down the middle for strike one. And again, actually a little bit high there for ball 3. So 3-1 count for Grind. If you're Buffenbarger right now, just got to get over the plate. Don't want to walk a runner home. Oh, and inside. So Ree Hubbard will cross the plate off the walk there from Buffenbarger.
I think Ellie just needs to take a deep breath here and know that she's a great pitcher. Finish this game off. Scores now 3-9. 2 outs, bases loaded.
Yeah, I might just want to take her time, recollect herself.
Yeah. Looks like Allie Weekly's heading over to have a few words. Lighten the mood.
just want to close this one out here at this point. Taylor Delk, the other pitcher on the mound for the Indians, up at the plate. Inside on Delk for ball one. And Buffenbarger sending that one right down the middle for strike one. It's now a 1-1 count for Delk. Tough call there for Buffenbarger.
Looked like a pretty good pitch from the outside, but maybe just a little off the plate. Funny though, two got the same pitch as the last one, but now it counts 2-2, 2 outs, bases loaded.
Oh, and again outside there for Buffenbarger. Now 3-2 count. Bases loaded with 2 outs.
See if Ellie can close the game out here. Doesn't seem to be getting the outside call right now, so interested to see where she throws it.
Wow. Oh, wow. Calling that one a walk there, so another runner will cross the bag for the Indians. And the Comets have been warming up. Holland Tolliver over in the corners there. We'll have to see maybe if Buffenbarger can't get Jada Taylor here, if they'll bring in Tolliver. Foul tip there from Taylor.
Be interested to see Tolliver come in as a freshman. Pretty big part of the game here. Bases loaded, 7th inning, 2 outs. I'm sure Ellie can close it out here.
So Buffenbarger just needs to get one here. The game's over. And it's tipped up by Taylor. It's going to be fouled out of reach of Rice.
Big hit from Taylor here. Could definitely change momentum of the game. And with 3 runners on, hit one in the gap, and that's trouble for Mason.
And foul down the right field line there from Taylor. Comets up by 5, 9-4. Buffenbarger just needs to get one here, and it's over inside for a ball. Now 1-2 count. And Taylor will go down swinging, and this one is in the books. A 9-4 win for the Comets, and a great rally by the Indians there at the end, but coming up just a little bit too short.
Yeah, Mason played great today, offensively, defensively. Got a little sloppy at the end. I have to give a lot of credit to Taylor Delk. Came in and pitched really well and held the Comets to a few runs when she came in. So, impressive game for both teams. Fairfield taking on #1 team in the state, Comets. So, obviously a big task for Fairfield.
Yeah, and Buffenbarger going to stay perfect on the year, notching another win. But I've been Colin McAfee alongside my partner Trent Holland. Thanks for tuning in, folks, and you can catch the Comets again on Wednesday at East.